Hey, what's up guys, how you all doing? I'm Paul the Tech Giant and welcome to the channel where today I'm going to be telling you what are the best things about this 65-inch Samsung 8K Q800T. Now, as well as this best things about video, I will also be doing a worst things about video. Reason why I do this? Well, I think it's only fair to show the pros and the cons of each TV that I test out, and they all do have their pros and cons at the end of the day. There's no such thing as a perfect TV. So I will leave a link in the description for when that video has gone live for the worst thing. So please go and check that out as well. Now, as usual, I've got to say a massive thanks to the guys at box.co.uk for sending over the Samsung Q800T. And if it wasn't for those guys sending me over these TVs, then I wouldn't be able to make this content for you guys at home. So if you are looking to purchase a new TV, then please consider purchasing from the guys at Box, as they offer free 5-year warranty on TVs like this, and they also price match, so there is no good reason not to buy from them. So I'll be leaving a link in the description so you can go and check them out for yourselves. So the first best thing about this TV, and this is in no particular order, and that is the brightness. Yes, this TV is super bright. Now, as you can see at the windows here, it is a very bright summer's day here in the UK, and whilst the sunlight isn't directly on the screen, the room is very bright anyway. And you can see that this TV has no problems handling that sunlight coming in, because it has got that extra brightness to the panel. So if you are in a part of the world where it is very sunny all the time and you've got a very bright room, then potentially this could be the TV for you. If I just sort of stand back here a little bit, again, you can just see there, no problems whatsoever displaying that image. So that is the first best thing about this TV. Now, the next best thing about this TV is the anti-reflective coating. So this goes hand in hand with that extreme brightness of this TV. So once again, if you've got very bright windows and you suffer with a lot of reflections, then this TV is going to be right up your street. Now, I'll come around to the side here, and yes, you can see reflections, but it is, like I said, extremely bright, and most other TVs would just simply wash out and you would see nothing at all. And I think it's fair to say that Samsung are the leaders when it comes to anti-reflective technology on TVs. It's the best that I've seen to date. And yeah, if you are looking for a TV that handles reflections really well, then you are not going to go far wrong with one of these Samsung QLED TVs. So that is the next best thing about this TV. Okie dokie, the next best thing about this TV is the upscaling. Now, I'm going to be totally open and honest with you guys. When I got this TV, I wasn't expecting a lot when it comes to the upscaling. This is the first 8K TV I have ever tested, and I thought, you know, it's going to look a bit naff unless it was actually displaying a proper 8K piece of footage. But in all fairness, it does a cracking job, even with lower quality content, so 1080p stuff. It still does a really good job. Now, this is a 4K piece of footage here at the moment. I mean, I know this isn't scientific, but if I just go up close, you can just see how sharp that image really is. So, you know, this is 4K being upscaled to 8K, and it does look really, really crisp. I mean, please just bear in mind, it's all depending on how far you are sitting away from the TV and such like, and how big that screen is. I mean, if you've got only a 55-inch and you're sat sort of 20 feet away, you're not going to see the benefits. But if you've got a 75-inch TV and, you know, you're only a few feet away, then yes, I do think that the benefits of an 8K TV will come into their own. And in all fairness, Samsung do a cracking job with the upscaling. Processing is really good. So that is the next best thing about this TV. Next up on the best things about this TV is the design. Now, I think this design is, well, about as good as you're going to get for a traditional sort of TV like this, really. And yeah, you've got such a slim bezel on this TV. It is so thin, it is unbelievable. Yes, okay, you've got that black border, but the actual frame of the TV itself, if you can just see that there, look how thin that is. That is crazy, and it does look really, really stylish. It is a nice bit of kit. You know, you're not going to be ashamed to hang that off your wall, that's for sure. And looking around the side, again, looks really nice with this brushed sort of effect on there. I've still got a bit of the protective wrapping on there, but these are not my TVs to keep, so that's why I've left them on there. So yeah, I think overall it just looks a very nice screen to look at. You know, sometimes you don't watch TV, it's just sat there on the wall turned off, and yeah, I think it's about as good as you're gonna get. So that is the next best thing about this TV, and that is the design. Next best thing about this TV is, well, it's sort of along with the design again, but that is to do with the design of the cables around the back. A bit hard to see here, but it does in fact have a detachable, somewhere in there, yeah, just there, a detachable power cable. Now, it might not sound like a massive deal, but as you may or may not have seen, I've tested out a few TVs that don't have the detachable power cables, and it is a right pain in the backside. And just having a cable that you can swap out for a longer one is a real benefit, to be honest. And yeah, just something you don't think about every day, but it is a godsend that you can just go and buy like a 5-meter one if you so wish. So that is the next best thing about this TV, and that is the detachable power cable. Next best thing about this TV is the remote controls. Yes, you heard right, remote controls, because we get 2 of them with this TV. And just to interrupt there for a second, look at that picture. That looks absolutely gorgeous. Look at the detail on that. Stunning. But yeah, getting back to it, 2 remote controls, and I think this is absolutely amazing. So we get this very basic one here. Plenty of buttons on there. We got a few shortcuts, and I generally will use this sort of remote when the kids are about, so they can use this one. It's a cheap plastic one, doesn't matter so much if it gets knocked about. But then you have this sort of posher version just here. You've got a microphone on it as well, so you can do all your voice commands and all that, and it's just a more sleek and stylish design, and I think that is great that you get 2. One cheapo one for sort of everyday knocking about, and one better one for when it's sort of adult time, if you want to look at it like that. And if you lose one, hey, you've got a spare one, so that is great. So that is the next best thing about this TV. Now, the next best thing about this TV is it is good for gamers. So you'll be pleased to hear that this TV supports FreeSync, and it has also got a low input lag and fast response time, which is what every gamer wants, I think. So I know there's going to be people out there saying, well, nobody games on a TV. Well, fact is they do, because they'll get enough questions asked about it. So hopefully that will please a few of you gamers out there. So that is the next best thing about this TV. Next up on the best things about this TV is it is good to go for the next gen consoles. So yes, this TV supports HDMI 2.1. So whether you are an Xbox or PlayStation fan and you are looking to grab one of those next gen consoles, you're going to be good to go with this TV, which is great news. So that is the next best thing about this TV. Next up on the best things about this TV is that it has the Apple TV app. So again, might not seem a big deal, but I think Apple TV is one of the best apps out there that you can get for streaming movies and things like that on a TV. Reason why is because they have such a wide range of content, and quite often it is very cheap to buy as well. And not only do they have the Apple TV app, but also the TV supports Apple AirPlay, so that is a great addition. And I'm sure there's plenty of you guys out there who have iPhones and iPads who will benefit from that. So that is the next best thing about this TV. Next up on the best things about this TV is the sound. Now, as we all know, sound is just as important as the picture, and I am pleased to say that the sound does not disappoint on this TV. Now, it's not the best sound quality I've ever heard in my life, but it certainly won't disappoint, and it is more than adequate. But you know, if you do want better, please check out maybe getting a soundbar or something like that. But for anyone who doesn't want to put a soundbar in or a separate amp and speakers, then you are not going to be disappointed with the sound quality on this TV. So I've got a bit of music here playing, so just turn it up a little bit and see what it sounds like. So we've got the speakers that are just underneath. And I would love to play you a movie or something like that, Hollywood blockbuster, but I may get done for copyright reasons. So a bit of no copyright sounds it is. But there you go. I know you're not going to get the full effect listening through your speakers at home, but I can just tell you what I'm hearing myself, and it sounds pretty good. So that is the next best thing about this TV. Well, there you have it then, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that video today, and if you did, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, then think about subscribing for more of the same in the future. So thanks very much for joining me today, and hopefully I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye for now.